bà vô trọng mà gớt dép đầu tin đó, nó cứng rồi, nó co lại gì hỏi má sao má có được không? Ơi trời, tôi nói bà thú hồn rồi, đi vô nhanh liền. Cái đầu này giả hỏng lên. Alo, xin kính chào bà cô chú, thông cảm cho em đi, mấy ngày này em bơ rồi, giờ cẳng tay chân bây giờ sợ không lên rồi, thức 3 giờ sáng, từ sáng tới 3 giờ sáng.
Xin kính chào.
Xin kính chào, ăn đi rồi xong lên like. Rồi xong rồi tôi nói với bà hả? Vô tôi nói bác sĩ nói em nói chị ơi, coi má em hình như bị nóng sốt cái gì á. Với lại em nghĩ là bao tử, tại vì đau hai bên đây con mà. Cái biết sao không? Thì bị ruột đó. Nó nghi là bởi vì nó hỏi bà là bị cái gì, và nó hồi đó là 10 mấy năm rồi bên đầu mổ sỏi mặt, bệnh viện chơi gãy. Rồi xong rồi cái nó nói chị ơi, thuốc kiểu như mà thuốc hạ sốt á. Thằng này nó điên hơi, tao điên lên bà nội ra tao quýnh một cái bà đặt đầu vô tường. Mà Phú khởi chị ra sửa hả? No hả? Amateur. Tao quýnh cho mày bây giờ amateur. Social. Hello. Bà cự được về nhà chưa? Em chào anh Hải, chúc hai buổi tối vui vẻ nhiều sức khỏe, nó mới phát tài anh. Em làm muốn chết luôn, hôm thức sáng đêm luôn, buổi hôm qua em đâu có lên live được đâu. Chua anh ơi, bà còn yếu. Mà nhà em độc lắm, mới đồng kia thôi nấu yến ngẫu nhiên nó đem lên trển cho bà uống không chịu. Rồi bây giờ đòi nấu yến, bà ngâm yến bà mơi bà mới nhổ lông. Rồi mơ sáng mai đây 8 giờ tôi đi dẫn rước con tôi, rồi ai ở nhà lò nhổ lông ai nấu? Thì bởi vì đợi đi về xong mới làm. Water lại cho bèn. Chua về anh chắc ăn Tết ở bệnh viện luôn rồi quá. Anh coi có nhà em giống như là thì đó chắc vậy quá à. Đến ngày mai coi thử coi sao. Nếu mà nó còn đem thuốc lại nữa kìa, bà còn hơi chóng mặt. Mua yến ra ngoài uống cái đâu bằng yến ở nhà nấu đâu. Yến nó pha mà anh nghĩ điên lóc với nhiên. Một mà em mua 100g, tính tiền Việt là nhiên nói chung là là 2 triệu mấy rồi. Mà Hồng Đè nó bán cái đó nguyên cái 6 lốc đó đó, ông hũ đó, 6 hũ đó mà có 200 mấy à, thì yến thiệt đâu ra. Mà nhà em động cơ lắm, em kêu bữa hổm em nói rồi thôi, nhưng mà mổ xong rồi là phải uống yến vô liền, tại lớn rồi. Mà em mà không nhờ 3 cái yến của em nó phải là không có được mạnh gì đâu. Rồi nằm trong đó là mà đầu giờ chiều nó chở liền. Bà nội ơi, bởi vì mấy người già không biết nữa mình già sao. Má tôi ở nhiên á, lúc mà chưa bệnh á, thì ở nhiên á, trời trăng mây nước lắm. Tới hồi mà sắp sửa bệnh là sợ chết. Hỏi đi bệnh viện nào, một là nhiên á Cao Lãnh, hai là Sa Đéc, ba là chuyển đến An Giang. Bà nói thôi chuyển đến An Giang đi, nó có tiếng. Rồi chào Yến Ngọc. Dạ chúc bà cô chú anh chị em buổi tối vui vẻ nhiều sức khỏe, thông cảm cho em nha. Ai chả thế. Rồi đưa vô An Giang, tại vì chuyển thẳng tiếng á, thì bảo hiểm nó sẽ không có tính tiền luôn. Chuyển bên này 220%. Thì đó
cũng như là các ông công mà kêu chuyển đi đó là ông công lính quýnh cho ông kêu xe lại, rồi ông ra thì ông trả xe ban đó là 17. Rồi ông Lĩnh hỏi ai trả tiền, ông công kêu là tụi bay cứ đi tôi cầm giấy này lại tính tiền đây đó, rồi để ông trả tiền ở đây, kêu xe ở đây. Mẹ con làm giấy đó là tính đó, mà các mình sao vô bên kia mà ta tính nữa là không có giấy chuyển đi.
phải có giá chuyển diện chứ.
Nghe chuyển diện đó, nhưng mà có đàng hoàng chuyển mà, đó người ta chuyển mà.
Bà nội ơi, nghe nói tới 1 giờ cái nhiên á, tôi đang ngủ nè, có bà chị tôi với điện thoại là tôi không nghe mà thôi 1 giờ. Yeah. Chú nào quơ chờ lại. Rồi cái biết sao? Rồi xong rồi cái biết sao? Vô mổ. Tôi giái muốn gần chết luôn, tôi giái một cái đầu heo đó. Cúng với là con gà bụng mùng 9 này nè, gà bên đó, bên ngoại nè. Tôi kêu luôn mà, tôi kêu Bình gia Chánh Sái Đại Càng Bắc Gia Nam Hải độ cho mẹ con đi hết. Để như mùng 9 đó con cúng một cái đầu heo thủ vị với lại một con gà thả bè đó. 1 giờ vô mà tới nhiên á gần 10 giờ kém mới ra đó. Bà tính đi. Rồi gặp thêm bà chị tôi nữa, thiệt tình nó phải chứ.
1 giờ trưa phải vậy?
1 giờ tối.
1
giờ tối cho mổ rồi đó. Mà ra tới 9 giờ mấy mới ra đó. Tại bà nghĩ thì 50 mấy tuổi, 80 mấy tuổi, 85 tuổi rồi. Mổ mà nhiên bà vô bà giặt với bác sĩ á. Rồi bác sĩ chối bà lại. Tôi giái của quyền, tôi giái be, tôi giái từ lưa da tôi điện thoại bà tính đi gần 100 cuộc. Bà cứ nói sao mình nóng hơn tao. Rồi gặp bà cố nội chị tôi nữa. Thở nay người ta ở trong phòng cấp cứu ta mổ rồi, cái người ta ở trần ở chuồng gì đó, cái bà nói sao mà thấy bọc có bọc đít, nó kêu ơi nữa mà nào mình lên mình mua bọc đít nghe. Hỏi sao tao thấy má rồi, hỏi sao tao thấy bà cười quậy rồi. Mình tưởng đâu mình mừng, thì nói chung là tôi đã mổ rồi tôi biết mà bà Hiền. Tôi nói ê vậy là má sắp sửa bà tỉnh rồi, hết thuốc cây tê rồi, như thay cây mê là cho bà ra rồi. Em kể chuyện tí xíu nhưng bà cô chú anh chị em còn thôi, em cho bà cô chú cho các em coi chiến tranh của em, bệnh máy của em là đây nè, nó ngồi gì luôn đây là biết rồi đó. Em chưa có đăng lên kịp luôn. Hồi hôm á thức nè, kho một nồi gái một thôi, em cho coi công nghệ của em kho không ai ăn cho nên em ăn không muốn xỉn luôn. Cái thôi em tôi điện thoại lại thì 5 giờ thì tôi điện thoại lại, cái bà nói sao má chưa ra nữa. Thôi sao bà thấy má co kẹ lại gì đã tỉnh, cây mê là tỉnh rồi. Thế là bà nói sao không phải mày, tao nhìn lầm rồi. Làm hại tôi điện thoại cho ông hai, tôi điện thoại cho ông hai, cứ ông chạy xe từ từ thôi, tại ông khóc rồi mà nghe nó tám mấy 90 tuổi nghe mổ cũng vào thấy biết rồi đó. Rồi cái thôi anh hai chạy từ từ đi má, cũng như là mổ xong rồi mà má cũng như ra sắp sửa ra phòng hồi sức rồi, được cộ quậy rồi. Rồi điện thoại bà nói không phải nhìn lầm. Rồi tôi nói sao vậy, mấy người kia tôi nói để gì luôn. Cái tôi điện tới 20 phút, tôi điện 20 phút, tôi điện hỏi ra chưa, tới gần 10 giờ kém mới ra. Bây giờ chồng mới nói chuyển tôi lên bệnh viện cho gãy đi, mấy cô làm lâu quá, bệnh viện cho gãy đang nhiên 15 phút bệnh viện tôi ra rồi, tại giờ đó bà mổ cho bệnh viện cho gãy mà. Em nhớ các tình yêu lắm nhưng mà em mệt lắm, thấy người em đuối không, nên thông cảm cho em đi.
Vậy là bá khỏe rồi.
Khỏe rồi nhưng mà còn yếu. Tại nói chung như giống như là cỡ giống như mình 60-70 tuổi thì không có sao, bà 80 mấy tuổi rồi. 3 ngày trước không ăn gì trơn á bà Hiền. Tôi nói máu họng tôi nó lên từ trên ngọc hoàng vậy đó, kêu xuống dưới bà thấy bà ăn không, bà ở dưới bà thấy bà ăn không, ngày 3 cử cà phê để nhiên, sữa đá này kia nào, nước ngọt cũng có, cà phê đá cũng có, cái gì cũng có. Tại vì ở dưới có người hầu người hạ bà biết không, ở trên này tôi thấy tôi đơn chiếc tôi kêu lên đây thì tôi lo cho không, mắt không có thấy đường là mờ á. Ăn cơm giống như ăn gì nông, đói cái nào quẹt cái nấy ăn à. Thở nay ăn cơm tôi thấy rồi đó, ăn cơm ăn kép tôi đưa 200, tôi nói má ăn uống được kia nọ đi nghe.
Bữa đó hả, chứ không thì sao cứ bà Tư với bà thứ hai rồi mua rồi khi ra ăn cái gì mà cơm cứng tôi không ăn. Bữa đó nó xài chúng ta 2 tuần cơm trời thấy thiệt tình.
Thì đói ăn cơm vô, mấy người này nhiên đó vậy đó.
Ăn rồi uống nước, mà tôi hỏi bà ăn gì còn mì bà ăn gì trời ơi. buổi tối lẫn ăn. Bà má tôi đó, theo đúng bà có tiền, bà dì Tư đó thì có tập ấy, bà cấp dưỡng thôi, còn má tôi tiền bà tự tung. Nhưng mà bà biết cái gì không? Bà lần đầu bà nghe người ta dụ ham lời, bà cho tụi giật, bà giấu ớ như giờ còn giật tiền đó không?
Hello Văn Quỳnh nhà, hello cô, chúc Văn Quỳnh buổi tối vui vẻ, nhiều sức khỏe nha. Thấy cô đuối không?
Con giật đó, rồi con liễu thì tiền kia lỡ nhiêu nó chạy nó chạy.
Dạ.
Chậm nó chạy nó móc túi. Cái tấm tôi đâm vào một hai bữa tôi giờ nói thấy mua sữa cho cháu nó bảo là đi được tiền xe không đẹp gì đâu. Mợ ơi, mua sữa sẽ bịch cho cháu. Mợ ơi 200 ấy. Bà má tôi có tiền là bà móc túi rồi đó, mượn chút trả cho rồi đó, có trả đâu là mình thấy là chi.
Cô biết con không? Trời ơi Văn Quỳnh ơi, giờ cô còn không biết cô nhiêu tuổi nó thấy đầu cổ cô không? 3 ngày nay cô giống như con dòi vậy đó. Mẹ của cô bệnh rồi, mổ rồi, cô ở nhà rồi Tết nhất nè ra coi chiến tranh nhà rồi. Đi ra đây nè Hiền ơi. Để cho nó dập nhọn đi.
Sen.
Thì đã sen mềm, mày ăn được.
Nhưng mà nó mệt, nó ngọt.
Thì mày ăn đi cho nó ngọt đi, mà chịu ngọt mà.
Chịu ngọt okay.
Đây thấy chiến tranh của em chưa? Ông bà coi chú chị em. Đó, thấy cái chiến tranh của em chưa? Nó em Trưng nè, ngồi đi bà. Nó em ngồi đây nè. Tiếp nhỏ em con của bà dì nè. Đó, thấy chưa chiến tranh của em chưa? Ngày mai em Trưng đó.
Nó chứ nhà nhà tặng hải rồi đấy nha. Tải rồi, nó thằng nào cũng vậy.
Đây.
Nhà dưới á.
Ở đây nè, thấy đèn không? Không lèm thì đó. Đó, thấy đèn không? Chớp nhá. Đó, em đi ra ngoài tí xíu. Rồi lấy ra đặng làm bên mẹ em nè. Đây ngôi nhà xinh xinh của mẹ em. Bà đi nằm viện em cũng Trưng. Nó thấy chưa? Bây giờ em Trưng nè. Rồi các tình yêu của em ơi. Rồi em làm hành trình cuộc liên quan đưa đêm sắp tàn, giờ em còn nằm dưới cây mai. Đây nè ông bà cô chú anh chị em ơi, em trưng lên cho nó đủ kiểu. Bên đây không có đây nghe, cái này chỉ có bên nước ngoài có thôi. Tại vì cam này là cam của mấy người Trung Quốc á. Em ấy xong em Tết này mới bỏ vô lại. Em cột vô cây mai của em nè. Cái này em lên xin mẹ. Mẹ ấy. Mẹ bà đen mới đá nên về bỏ vô cái chậu mai của em. Tại vì mua bông bỏ vô nhà em, trời tối nước cho nó dơ lắm các anh yêu ơi. Cho nó xuống cái mai này, nó xuống góc gì đây, chằng ngay dưới góc này cho nó đẹp này, thấy không? Nó đỏ một tí xíu nữa cái chân vào cái trốn em. Trời ơi nói gì cái dây nhợ em nhiều lắm nè, thiệt nói cái dây nhợ là em nhiều lắm bà coi chú cho em. Cái này là tiền vô như nước còn mất tiêu cũng đây này, em có kiếm cái tiền vô không dây nó mất tiêu. Nè thấy chưa, đâu mất tiêu rồi các tình yêu ơi. Bữa nay không có mua. Đâu mất tiêu rồi. Dạ coi em cắt chân mai nha các tình yêu. Còn cái nhà dưới nữa, hồi sáng em xuống dưới làm nhà dưới rồi. Rồi bây giờ em còn làm ở trên nhà này, rồi hơi làm xuống dưới nhà mẹ em nữa. Hồi sáng em á hả, nấu 5 mâm mà đơn giản lắm. Canh chua, cá điêu hồng, với lại cái gì biết ông bà có chú ý không? Thịt kho mà em kho như 4 tiếng đồng hồ, thức nguyên đêm để kho nồi thịt mà ăn nó dạ ẹt hà. Em ăn giờ em cũng bệnh luôn, không ăn cơm nổi luôn. Dạ bình luận đi, để mất tiêu bình luận rồi các tình yêu ơi, ẩn bình luận à. Coi em vô em coi gội đầu. Thằng có đi sơ móng tay được. Thằng cảnh rồi. Đây đi. Sáng thì em bông giấy có nước rửa rồi chùi thẳng để làm luôn tay trắng luôn nè, thấy không? Nhà đơn chí của mẹ bệnh rồi bà chị thì bà đi vô bệnh viện luôn mẹ đó. Em thì đó ở nhà đó. Ông nói chung thì em ấy tại vì cho nên cũng, nhưng mà biết sao em chưa có xài đèn hết được, không có xài đèn hết được, tại vì nhà bà làm chồng nó còn mắc. Thấy không? Nó cái mai vậy không? Đây nha. Mấy cái nhỏ này đang bỏ cho mấy trái hành này. Hôm nay không có chân hạnh bà có chú chưa? Còn mấy cái trái đem xuống dưới nè bà. Mà anh tôi cũng đi đâu mất tiêu rồi. Hai miếng mà sao còn cái miếng gì? Hello các tình yêu ơi, các tình yêu ơi. Nhớ thương quá, nhớ thương quá. Mấy cái lon này để nữa về cho mẹ bán cho chai. Em quét ra này tưới một chút. Mập ơi, bờ đây anh. Dạ ông bà cô chú anh chị nói chuyện với chồng em tí xíu nha. Em đi tắm rửa, em chui tắm rửa đó. Bờ đây anh ơi. Điệp giọng tờ lưa cho ông bà cô chú ơi. Đuối thiệt, đuối. Thấy không em nè. Nè. Tao quét thêm cho ông bà cô chú xem. Thấy không? Thấy không? Đó. Tết của em chỉ đơn giản đó. Đó. Cây mai ở trong nhà. Tay cái chậu này em khỏi rằng gái anh chị. Đó. Nè thấy cây mai mua 350 đó. Phan, đợi em tí xíu. Em còn dơ cái này lên. Em. Đang ăn rồi. Mệt. Dựng niêu lên. Mới 8 giờ. Bỏ thùng đá vô, bỏ này kia nọ vô. Chết rồi, quên. Giờ viết tên tuổi gửi cho. Ở trên đó 1 cái 2 3 4 5 6 với 28 đúng rồi. Viết tên tuổi nữa quên nữa bà cô chú chị em ơi. Ai, với tiền vàng bạc đâu mất tiêu rồi. Có ai không ai bình luận cho mình hết trơn vậy? Tại nói chung á, giấy tiền vàng bạc là em bỏ trong này nè, viết cho em lấy ra. Quên không gài, quên có nhớ đâu. Có miếng nữa ta. Đâu có miếng gì đâu. Đâu có miếng gì đâu. Trời ơi, em không có thấy cái đường. Thấy em bài cái chiến tranh của em không là cũng lạnh người đúng không bà cô chú chị em? Một hồi em kéo cái ghế bên đây, để nó xích vô bên đây. Thấy em ấy cái chiến tranh của em không cũng lạnh người, em đi lấy cái kiến cái đó. Đây, em mua cho mày 10 mấy trái bắp đây. Đầu năm đầu tháng ăn đặng chắc ăn gì bớt. Hello mớm nè. Hello chào Quỳnh nha. Hồi sáng đó, một mâm chén nó mới rửa xong đó. Ở trên này 12 cái, 12 cái, 3 cái nữa là 19 cái. Đâu, 15 với 9 là 24 ở dưới 7, rồi ở dưới kia nữa. bắp nhiều thế. Mua đó con. Mẹ mua đó, cục vàng. Mẹ mua để không biết chi không? Để đầu năm đầu tháng ăn bắp là cho nó chắc ăn bắp á, cục vàng. Mẹ dù gì chứ mẹ tin gì đâu nó mất con. Đầu năm nhớ đừng ăn á hả? Đừng có ăn á hả? Thịt vịt. Ăn bắp, ăn đậu. Cho nó làm ăn đậu. Chiều nay đi lên trên, ngày mai đi lên đấy mua 2 con cua nữa nè. Dạo này sao mẹ ít like vậy? 3 ngày nay mẹ của mẹ mổ rồi mẹ ôm xô cả nhà hết, 3 nhà luôn đó con, nên mẹ kiệt sức, mẹ không có like được. Mổ ruột thừa rồi mẹ mớm chúc Quỳnh một buổi tối vui vẻ nhiều sức khỏe nha, năm mới phát tài phát lộc nha. Nguyên ngày hôm đi lên bệnh viện nha, thăm xong rồi chở ông anh về, xong rồi chở ông anh lên trên đó gần 5 giờ mới về. Về xong rồi làm nguyên đêm luôn, làm tới 4 giờ sáng, vừa nằm tính đợi 5-6 giờ sáng đi mua trái cây thắp lên nè, bông này khi nào chân đàng hoàng. Đặng Hàm ơi đi rước có Nhiên á, con của mẹ về. Mổ xong chưa mẹ? Xong rồi, nhưng mà bây giờ á bà cụ bà lớn tuổi rồi, 85 tuổi rồi, nên đang đợi nằm dưỡng bệnh. Cách kiểu này ăn Tết trên bệnh viện luôn quá. Hồng Vân nè, chào qua Hậu Tiền, gần Tết xinh đẹp quá, xá bà sai, em cảm ơn anh nha. Chúc anh buổi tối vui vẻ, nhiều sức khỏe, năm mới phát tài phát lộc nha anh. Em đuối muốn gần chết đi anh. Anh thấy mặt mày bơ phờ không? Thức sáng đêm nè. Qua em không có lên like, 2 ngày nay không có lên like luôn, 2-3 ngày nay không có lên like luôn. Ôm xô hết luôn, ngồi bọt quá, vừa đuối. Đâu có biết kho ấy đâu, kho tới 4 tiếng đồng hồ mà. Thôi em đưa cho cái chảo coi, đem ấy xong rồi đưa cho cái chảo coi. Em sắc thịt nhỏ xíu xíu à. Nói lòng em ai có thấu, em giờ đây quá ê la chề. Giờ chứ thế tới bây giờ phải quên nè. Dạ tí xíu anh chồng em ăn xong anh cho anh chồng anh vô nói chuyện. Em còn có nhà với mẹ em, cái dinh thự của bà nằm bệnh viện rồi, bà kêu em bảo quản. Mà bác kêu em bắt gà, em khỏi bắt luôn, em mệt quá, kệ đi. Mai cục vàng của em về rồi. Mai cục vàng của em về rồi. Mai em chắc em có like trên xe luôn bà của chúng chưa. Tại 8 giờ em mới đi rước. Đúng rồi, ngày mai. Mà mai cái gì con yêu dấu của mẹ mai về. You in Madden là you like hả? I am working. Happy New Year. Tao đấm rồi bây giờ. Không có làm gì tiếp em chân từ sáng giờ em làm không? Em còn phải chiên cơm. Em còn phải chiên cơm cho ăn nữa bà con chú chị em. Em phục vụ luôn mới ghê á.
What are you doing?
Qua like.
Live.
Trời ơi, làm nhất tôi đọc không có chết bây giờ.
Video. Video. Oh, wash your feet. Oh, there's a tree here. Oh, there's a gate open. Oh, there's a motorbike in the gate.
Nè lại like đi bà.
Hello, motorbike.
I am working.
You are working. I can see you're working. You're working right. You're working man.
Đợi cái chị phá ông anh của em ông nhông đi về đang em làm ở dưới nữa. Ở dưới thì nói chung đơn sơ mệt lắm bà cô chú anh chị em nói thiệt luôn á. Không làm á thì nói chung người ta nói chắc tự nhiên không có tiền có bạc, mà làm á nói chung em đuối thiệt. Mà bơi mày mà xeo thôi chắc tao giết mày chết mà bà.
How's your kids 2 and 3? Get them some of these, look. They want some of these. Happy 444. Warm water.
Em muốn ở cái chỗ nào thanh tịnh không có ai ấy trơn, ông chơi trong cụ em á. Thiệt có làm có đâu con chị em có được nghe được cái đây. Ở đây nói nó trời chị Kiều không lẽ này cái nào mang tiếng nè, mang tiếng 2 tiếng Việt Kiều mà nhiên đau đầu cái chị Kiều đó. Thế hello, Mà em hết, má em hết bệnh chưa? Chị ơi mổ xong rồi chị. Nhưng mà nó chưa có cho về. Mổ hôm qua rồi chị. Mổ từ 1 giờ sáng tới 9 giờ 10 giờ kém mới cho ra. Em dám không cho đâu chị ơi chị. Tại mẹ em lớn tuổi rồi. Dạ em chúc chị đẹp một buổi tối vui vẻ, nhiều sức khỏe, năm mới phát tài nha chị ơi. Chị thấy không, 2 ngày nay em không có lên like đó. Bị gì một chị ruột thừa chị. Ruột thừa. Ruột thừa chị ơi, ruột thừa. Mổ ở trên bệnh viện Cánh Đồng Quang chợ đó chị. Tại vì chuyển tiếng á. Dạ ông bà cô chú chị em nói chuyện với chồng em tí xíu, chị nói chuyện với chồng em tí xíu nha. Em đưa đốt giấy vàng bạc này cho các đệ tử của em cái đó. Wow có bụt của em. Đó có đèn này mới được. Em chưa tắm nữa nè chị. Cô có nhà em, chị thấy cái nhà em không? Em làm chiến tranh nó còn hơn là gì nè nè. Giờ em phải dẹp dọn nè. Dẹp dọn nó nhiên cái hầm thơi nó nhiên mệt mệt đó thì để sáng lau, còn không mệt mệt đó thì hơi lau luôn nè. 8 giờ sáng em đi rước con em về. Đó. Ủa bên đây không có mấy con này. Tắt cái đèn cũng được. Có mấy con này đã vô. Em vô trong cho anh chồng em nói chuyện. Mèn ơi Tết. Em có anh hai em về chứ. Ông về rồi. Để em coi em còn chân dưới này nữa. Đợi em tí xíu các tình yêu ơi. Em xuống đây em trong bà cô chú cho em coi nhà em nó đơn chiếc gì nè. Rớt cái thùng này em xuống ghép phan từ ôi da. Trời ơi 2 lốc nước. Đem xuống dưới đằng chừng lên cái trái dưa hấu của em. Hồi sáng em xuống nhà dưới em luôn lo với đất rồi. Giờ tới nhà như này. Hả? Ở đâu? Chân.
Nè đâu để tiền nó biết. Mày tỉnh khỏe không? Mày đang ở nhà mày ở nhà tao vậy?
Nè thấy nè. Nè thấy chưa?
Nè.
Cái gì anh hai?
Mày gửi cái hình này cho con Tè con Kinh coi cho má bả coi coi.
Khoan từ đấy em đâu hình nào em chân lên cái đã.
Hình nó mới múa nè. Nó vàng lắm mày ơi, nó vô trường là nó muốn nó hát tấu nhà vậy nhỏ.
Vậy đó hả?
Mà nó hát vô cái này.
Khoan đợi em tí xíu em chưng cái đã. Không chưng á thì người ta nói không có. Mà phải chuyện á không chưng á thì người ta nói không có, bây giờ phải chưng thôi.
Tao đốt nhang rồi nha.
Để em thôi em làm bông nữa. Em chưa đốt nhang nhà em nữa kìa.
Cho má ba tiền đưa cho máy nó coi. Mày bấm vô mũi tên hay gì ta?
Cái gì vậy anh hai?
Nè. Mày gửi cái hình này qua cho con tiền nữa. Con nè. Tao không biết gửi Zalo. Chụp hình thì tao biết gửi, mà cái này nè, bây giờ mày gửi qua sao? Bấm ngay mũi tên nè.
Anh hai gửi phải không?
Ừ, bấm ngay mũi tên.
Nè, chuyển qua đó đi thôi kệ đó, rồi nhấn vô. Rồi.
Rồi qua chưa?
Rồi rồi qua đó. Nãy dòng đi đâu dòng hai? Xe cộ Tết nhất đó. Nó phạt ông rồi lúc đó thấy chưa các tình yêu. Em chân thưa chứ không có chân dày. Tại vì nói chung á biết sao không?
Tao gửi qua rồi đó, mày bấm lên cho má ba coi rồi. Ha. Mày bấm lên cho má ba coi coi. Nói con của Phi Thông nhỏ gái đó.
Em chân 6, không có sân 6 chân 5 mà. Đó, thấy chưa? Sân 5 vậy đó. Đây. Ai? Nè thấy không? Ấy nước là nó ấy là không, mà năm nay chân được 2 cái chậu gì được rồi, thấy không? Thôi đổi được này. Vậy đó. Nè.
Mình không muốn cự lộn.
Hello. Đi gì cho khách món hàng, món quà to, tước gai, ok, to chà bá nữa. Nãy giờ em tự kiếm anh hai nè, biết chi không? Làm cái chân cái này cho nó xong.
Ba canh chua mày múc dữ vậy tao ăn một ấy một hết.
Trời em nấu, anh tính đi em nấu tới 4 mâm đằng đó. Có một con cá mà em nấu rau nhiều tại vì
ba cái gạo này tao thảy gà ăn không phải nữa rồi. Trời cho nó ăn chứ để đấu.
Thì đó cho nó ăn đi. Em còn một đống cơm nó kìa, thôi em thảy ra cho gà ăn nữa kìa.
Thôi để sáng thảy giờ tối chuột ăn hết trơn rồi. Sáng thì sáng anh mới cho gạo nó ăn rồi.
Không phải, tại cơm nó 2-3 ngày, hồi sáng em tính đi xuống đem trứng cuộn rồi. Trưng 3 cái đồ với tròn gây thằng thần đó. Mà em quên. Trời ơi đi giặt đi dụi đi nhanh đi nhảy.
Mà cái bà dì Năm mấy đứa con dì Năm thấy gì chứ sao này khổ.
Trời ơi, em nói với anh thôi đi nói gì giờ. Hello bò Tết nè, hello. Lon Hồng. Chúc Lon Hồng buổi tối vui vẻ nhiều sức khỏe. Tết sắp đến rồi, đúng rồi. Không có Tết nó khỏe hơn. Tết đuối muốn gần chết luôn nè.
Rồi vợ Phước đủ mẹ đầm đi mần chết mẹ luôn. Vợ mần đủ mới đủ ăn đi.
Thì đó, bây giờ gì trong ngoài có nên em không à, bởi vì em mới đâu biết nè. Anh hai có uống nước ngọt không nè, nước ngọt nè.
Đá được rồi, bỏ ra nước đá xuống đi anh còn.
Nè nước ngọt nè, nước đá nào còn. Cái bình phích nó giữ tới giờ luôn hả?
Trời ơi, chưa tao thấy mày luôn quá, tại đêm mày đang có chút ca.
Nè. Cô coi uống cái này không mấy uống cái gì bà úp cái gì thôi em lấy bà úp xuống. Em đi lên em lấy mấy cái trái sung với lại một dĩa ấy em ra. Cái này để gì được rồi. Bỏ cái dĩa kia nó ấy. Để dĩa trứng giữa chừng rồi.
Khỏi mày có cúng cái gì thì cúng chứ còn tao để tao đốt nhang cho tao.
Thì đó anh hai đốt nhang đi em ở trên em chưa đốt nhang được nữa kìa.
Bà còn chóng mặt là nguyên nhân đó là sao ta?
Yếu quá anh hai, 5 ngày bác không ăn uống.
Kệ đi cứ mày.
Thì bây giờ tự nhiên á bữa hổm để em đi về xong rồi em nấu yến em lên chỉnh cho bà. Alo chào.
Mày bây giờ mà mày lo cho má thì sau này nữa con mày nó lo cho mày. Chứ mày thấy cái đời của anh hồi đó đi bán chú nấu với bả lên giường đồ đốn. Rồi đậu chuối gì bán rồi đậu mẹ đi ra ngoài cồn lặn hến chứ nằm lượm. Mà ta đâu có ăn ở với loại đường mua từng đôi dép cho mấy em từng mua đồ. Mẹ đáng lẽ tao ông trời ông thấy chứ mà bây giờ mày thấy tao anh còn khổ. Cài cái số này gì
Đó đem xuống lấy còn mấy cái trái ấy này lấy xuống cái đã.
số anh nói gì vậy?
Ê nằm nó đi. Đau lưng muốn chết luôn bà có chú cho em. Chị em có điện thoại nữa nè. Pha từ từ đó chứ. Nè. Trước nhà em nè cho coi nè. Đó thấy chưa. Tiếu lắm một bà cô chú anh chị em. Một bên đây là cái chậu coi nhiên nó màu này. Còn bên đây là cái chậu nó màu cao. Đây giống như cây mai. Tại nói chung em định mua là một cặp này với cặp này. Để em trưng hai cái cây này. Nhưng mà em đi mua cái này trước tiên. Thì cái này nó không có thấy. Đó làm hại em mua cây mai luôn. Tại cái chậu này em định là trưng cây mai kiển nhỏ nè. Đó. Rồi bây giờ em đi vô em điện thoại em nói chuyện với chị em cái đã. Nè Mít, you like. You phone lại 5 minutes. Em just give us one. Cho model nhiên giao cho nhiên. Này. You like. You phone lại.
My phone lại.
Nhanh lên. Đợi em tí xíu cho bà con chú em đau lưng muốn chết luôn. Dạ có tiếng rồi nha. Bé sói. Hello nè Nguyễn Thị Nguyên nè. Chị ơi em hỏi bố vợ của anh ghệ chết. Mình có phải đeo tang không? Trời ơi chị đâu có gành đâu. Hỏi mấy người ta làm đám á. Em làm như chị muốn đuối người luôn em. Hỏi cái chuyện đó chị không gành nha cục vàng. Nhanh lên, vô phone. What that into what swan?
Who is Swan? I want to know Swan is. Who's the Swan?
Ôi lạ chèn cái hàng này nó thiệt là tình đó.
What phone do you
Vô
want?
phone.
This is just never going to stop, is it? You told me, you've already been on once. You don't bloody every fucking told me once. Ah! Shit!
Không được cái gì là cái gì chứ.
I'll be eating electric shock. Fucking hurt.
Tại nào ông đang nói chuyện của người ta em ấy tiếng đâu bà cô chú gì. Nè vô like.
This is TEC. Wow, I'm having a great time at TEC. It's absolutely
Lan.
fantastic. Super duper special. Oh, it's made my day.
Bà cô chú nói chuyện với chồng em tí xíu nha, em đi tắm rồi em
just to be around it. TEC time. TEC time is best time. That's what I say. TEC time is best time. I've had so much fun taking people to hospital. Mental girl. She's falling herself, mate. She's falling herself. She's going, do that. Well, I'm having a great time taking people to hospital, driving to different hospitals, putting up with anybody that comes through the door. Everybody comes through the door. Don't know what they want. They just want to come and bloody spend some time here and eat our food, and then they've gone. Woo. don't know who they are. They're just queuing up outside to come in. Anyway, I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see a thing. And I don't know who's here, so, you know, I'm not really particularly bothered, but hey, let's have a look. So we got Long Hog Trad, we got Hogman, we got Bisoy, we got Thayungui, we got Boyso, we done that one, and we got Kang. Hello Kang, how are you? Are you having a good tet? Tet sat then, right, yeah, too blooming right. Hello, Long Hog Trad. Well, she's having to phone her son, who's coming here tomorrow, I think. I'm not so sure. We're getting all sorts of mixed messages. Things are happening every 2 minutes. We've been out shopping 15 times in the last 2 days, buying melons, and then buying melons, and buying more melons, and then buying trees and flowers and trees and melons. It's just money-making exercise, isn't it? The trouble is, it's my money that's being made. So she's gone now. So that's great. So she's disappeared off. And that could be it for tonight because it's already 8:20. So who knows what will happen in my life today? At least my football team managed to scrape a victory last night, even though it was such a boring match. I fell asleep and woke up and watched the last few minutes of it, or listened to it. And I watched the replays today, and it was boring, really, boring. Apparently the owners got a right slating from the crowd, though, telling them where to get off. So that's it. That was my life. And then we went to the land today. Via, obviously, buying some melons. We had to buy some melons and some oranges and other goodies for some reason. And then we came back and bought some more melons. So we got 1 or 2 melons here in a minute. We got umpteen flowers of different colours. We've got 3 trees, is it? I've no idea, I'll lose track. But, you know, so we've been out nearly every day, doing the same sort of shopping, and coming back with the same sorts of things. Melons, flowers, trees. Well, fascinating. And it's all going to start again when we go out to Ho Chi Minh tomorrow, I think, sometime. I'm not sure. It might even be tonight. I don't get told anything. I just have to put my clothes on and go when I'm told. Hello, B-boy. 3 B-boys. 1, 2, 3 B-boys. So that's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a good tet. I switched my phone off because it's running the batteries down. Actually, I could be charging up this phone if she'd look after the leads a bit better. I plugged the phone in last night because she fell asleep, and she got up this morning and didn't know where the phone was, despite it being right next to her, being charged up. But there you go. That's life, as they say. Nothing much else to say other than tetty tet. That's it. That's all that's on people's minds. Shop till you drop, and tet till you met. And buy some melons. Don't forget to get some melons, because melons seem to be an important ingredient. I'm making a mess of my eye. I was supposed to have a shave, but I got whisked. Told 11 o'clock, and we actually went at 10. Which is somewhat annoying. Kang alcohol. I'm not so sure what that's meant to mean. I don't drink alcohol. I've reduced my alcohol consumption considerably since I was 22. To literally nothing. I just have a social one drink, really one mouthful. You know, after the first mouthful, it just tastes horrible, doesn't it? Really, it's not really good for your body. So there you go. I've got Kang showing a beer now. Well done, beer. Cheers. Oh yeah, cheers to you, Kang. Hope you enjoy your alcohol and don't cause any trouble as a result of it. Don't want you causing fights or arguments or distress of any kind because of the alcohol consumed. And I will be looking forward to my coffee later. I've already had a drink of 7-Up because there was nothing else, and we had a visitor who was just there all the time, so felt it impolite to make myself a coffee, even though I was asked to eat my food. Anyway, there we go. That is life. So there's Kang Alcohol, is there? Is that a brand name, Kang Alcohol? I've seen lots of different brands, some weird ones when I went to Longjuan. You know, I think you can just invent your own brand if you want. Sell it, put it in a can, whatever it is. Oh. So I guess it's got some alcohol in it. I suppose it counts as alcohol. They're quite mild beers here. So that's it. I was trying to do a puzzle, a card puzzle, but it seems to not be functioning properly. I'm not sure what it's supposed to, how you're supposed to do it without moving some cards places where I intended to go according to the instructions, because I did the thing, but it tends to automatically try and fill its own perception of how to complete parts of it. Unfortunately, it messed up my game because it put a 4 and a 5, and I weren't allowed to go above a 4, so that's blown that one. Despite making sure I got all 4s in there, it was already damaged because it had put a 5 in, so I didn't get the credit because the stupid machine overrid me. Put the 5 in before I could even stop it. But there we go. I've tried to switch that facility off, but it's just gone and done something similar just now before I was handed over and told to take over while she used my phone to contact her children and her sister. You drink coffee? Yes, I do, but not. I haven't. Oh yeah, I haven't had a drink since about, what time is it now? 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So that's it. I've looked at the videos that I took of the land today and downloaded some of them off the phone to lighten up the amount of memory that's being used. That's about it. He is beautiful. Oh dear, that's not a good sign, is it? Sign of a desperate woman. I'm not beautiful, so, you know, don't get carried away. I ain't beautiful. Do you like cooking? Yes. I normally try and cook as much as I can, although I have a wife who insists on cooking and is pretty good at burning things. I actually got some burnt chicken nuggets today, which was funny, because when I do it, it's like there's World War III if I do it. But do you like sleep? I have actually slept a little bit today because I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning until 5:30 listening to a football match, and then I tried to get some sleep, and then I was awoke at 9 o'clock, told to eat my breakfast, which I did, and then I was told at 10 o'clock we were going, which is not the time I was supposed to be going. So there you have it. I can't hold up anything to respond to your answers. I have to speak in English because she's got my phone. I wasn't ready for this, and my stuff isn't all charged up, so I can't do much. Sorry about that. You're stuck with English from Brian, commonly known as Mr. Beautiful. So, yes. Anyway, that's the state of play. At least we're being charged up. And I've got my lens cleaning glasses, and I've been playing a game of Free Cell. I'll show you the game if you're interested. Do you like milk? I like milk in coffee, but if I have to drink milk, it has to be chilled. So I don't like milk that is warm because it smells. I used to deliver milk when I was a 8, 9, 10-year-old to all the classrooms. I used to have a big trolley and a partner. I can't remember who my partner was, but we used to have to deliver milk to each of the rooms where all the children were, and that was my job. And so you touch the milk bottles, and they had aluminium caps on in those days, and some of them would leak, and so it would smell of milk, warm milk. So that put me off a little bit. No, I can't speak Vietnamese. I'm sorry, I can't help on this at the minute because I can hear the door slamming, so maybe my wife's coming back now. Who knows? Here she comes. No? Maybe she's locking me in like she often does when I can't even open the door and go anywhere and see anybody. So there we go. He is so cute. You are very flattering lady, person, or whatever you are. I'm sure you're cute too, but I won't know because I can't see you. All I can see is your name, and you saying, I'm cute, and I'm beautiful, and I like cooking, and I like to sleep. When I sleep very well. I don't ever have lack of sleep. Oh, he is so cute. Oh, he is so cute. Oh, he is beautiful. Oh, yeah, you are funny lady. A very funny lady. I'm sure you're very cute as well, but I won't know that. Do you love me? Well, I wouldn't know because I don't know who you are, what you are, where you are, or anything about you, other than you keep saying I'm cute and beautiful, which worries me considerably. So why would I suddenly love somebody just because they because they love me? Yeah, that's a good one. That I don't know how you'd love me, what you find lovable about me, but I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Oh yeah, I did have some sleep, but I think it's catching up with me again. My eyes are struggling because I've been looking at 3-dimensional pictures. I can hear my wife's voice, which could mean she could be anywhere within the Southeast Asia district. She does tend to shout a lot when she is talking on the phone. She screams persistently. I love you because, you should say, I love you because you are cute. Not because he is cute, because you are cute. Why, he is so cute. Oh, no. No, I'm not cute. I'm just me. Me, Mr. Ornery. Wow, this phone is hot. Anyway, you've got my wife's number, so you could send my wife a picture of yourself and put, I'm the cute person, Hog Tam Duong. You could put that, couldn't you? This is me. Do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm lovely? Do you think I'm beautiful? You could put those comments, couldn't you? And then I could respond by saying either yes, no, or maybe. Uh-huh. Anyway, as I say, I can't. No, I don't like milk tea. No, not milk tea. My mum used to make tea very weak and wishy-washy. It's horrible. So I never took to tea at all. So I avoid tea. I avoid any variety of tea. I have tried peppermint tea. Still tastes watery. Coffee has a sort of palatable taste with it, whereas tea is just like flavoured water. Do you love Vietnamese? What, everybody in Vietnam, or just some people? We were on the road. We were on the scooter today, and I could have said, if you'd have asked me that question then, I would have said no. I absolutely hate them because they can't drive to save their lives. And we went round the market on the scooter as well, and that was a total mess up of bad, well, just bad road manners, bad driving skills, bad, you name it, it was bad. So yeah, but Vietnamese people are, I find them contradictory. I find them very friendly, and yet they're quite self-centered when it comes to certain things. Like when you're shopping, they're just like walk in front of you, and like when you have to have your fruit and your vegetables weighed, I stand there waiting for my next turn, and somebody will just step in front and put their goods in front of me as like I'm not there. And you think, are you so engrossed in your own life that you don't see other people? So, you know, it's weird. The same on the road, you know, people just pull out. Like what? That's an interesting one, with a crab with pincers. A crab with pincers. Snip, 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 snip. You look like you have a good photo. You got a nice photo. I don't know if it's you. Hello, I love Vietnam. Yeah, I can see that. Because you're Vietnamese, and it's a very nice country. I was listening to a news broadcast by your Prime Minister, I think it was a Prime Minister, attending Davos, which is a political event held in Switzerland, I think. Yeah, Switzerland, where rich people and certain government members from various countries all meet up and talk financial things, do a lot of deals that they're not allowed to do as a member of state, but they can do it at Davos, which is quite interesting. Where are you from? I am from England. My name is Brian. I trust, like what, that you are Vietnamese. Your photo looks very Vietnamese, but there's a lot of white and a lot of hair in the picture, so it's hard to tell. But there you have it. So I've got Hong Tam Duang saying she finds me very attractive, not attractive, very beautiful and loving. She loves to love me, and she knows all about my liquid intake, whether I sleep, and what else does she ask me? Cooking, yes, I do like cooking as well. I'm quite a good cook. I've cooked for my two children when they were growing up. I was the principal person that brought them up, So I used to do all the cooking for them. I showed them how to do some baking and things like that, baking cakes and things, and making, what else did we make? We made some pizzas, and my oldest was so interested in cooking. I enrolled him in a little cooking class that they had for, I think he was only about 8 or 9 at the time. So, but he really enjoyed cooking. But he doesn't cook now. He's vegan, and he spends his time working and going out to eat. I've only seen him since he's left university. I've only seen him for a few days, and he never did any cooking in that time at all. So all those cookery classes have gone to waste. Tang Ngoi, I like your red top. It's very pretty. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. What are you doing now in Vietnam? Well, for the last few days, I have been taking my wife's mother to hospital. First of all, to the local hospital. Then, after a day of tests and things, taking her mum to a bigger hospital, to a bigger hospital in Long Xuan, and she's been there for the last 2 days. So we've been visiting and taking people to visit, and so today is the first day we've not actually visited, because other people are coming into the area, obviously, for Tet, and so she's got other visitors now. So we went to see the state of our land and see what the state of the rice fields are, and the fruit and the fish and the ducks and the herbs and the spices that we grow on the land. So that's what we've been doing for the last few days. Oh, and obviously doing lots of shopping. Like I said at the very start, we've been shopping for flowers, trees, shrubs, melons, oranges, off-rids, and so on, every night, and during the day as well. Like this morning, we went shopping again for another 2-hour stint, and then when we came back from the farm, we went shopping again. So, you know, it's just endless shopping. So that's what's happened in the last few days. I don't know if we went up. No, we've not been online the last few days. Well, I certainly haven't, because we've been visiting in hospitals. So that's not been easy. I think she went online a couple of times, but I don't know. I try to stay out of it as much as possible. Is she getting better? I couldn't tell you. They suspect appendicitis. Originally, the first hospital were saying they were going to operate, and I thought, she's way too old to be operating on. You know, she'd probably get more complications and feel a lot worse after being cut open and having all your intestines twiddled with. It's so easy to get an infection in your intestine, because, you know, there's all sorts of bacteria in there. So this Long Xuan hospital, which is much more modern, more geared up, they're just drip feeding her. I think it started with her not eating, because we were sorting out visitors to come and getting ready for Tet, and visiting the farm a lot, and so her mum just was sort of like not eating, and we wouldn't know about it because we weren't around to see that she wasn't eating. I mean, she gave the impression she was eating, but, you know, she was just drinking coffee all the time from the sounds of it, and obviously she's run her energy levels right down. She's only a tiny woman. She's not got any fat reserves on her, so obviously if you don't keep eating, you very quickly run into a situation where you've got no energy. So that manifests itself as feeling ill and stomachache and wanting to be sick. So we had a day of that, and I said, look, she really should go to the hospital straight away. You know, somebody of her age, you can't wait a whole day to see if she gets better. Anyway, so, you know, that's it. So is she getting better? I don't know. She certainly had plenty of sleep, and she's had a lot of attention, so that always helps. It cheers you up, doesn't it, when you're having people. Your mum passed away in Christmas this year. She was 98, yeah. I'm not so sure how old Dan's mum is. I think she's certainly in her 90s. Whether it's the early 90s or the late 90s. I think I get the impression she's about 94, 95. I'm not so sure. But yeah, 98's a good life. I hope she wasn't in any pain when she did pass away, because that's troubling. My mum was in terrible pain when she died. She's and I was at university, so I just got I'd just started work. Literally, I'd started work about a month. I did tell my employer that my mum was very ill, and then I just got a phone call, came through, sent somebody to my room and said, we just had a message from your auntie, which meant straight away I thought, oh, if auntie's there's definitely trouble, and that was it. She'd already died. So by the time I got total length of England, things are already rolling in motion, and so I just hung around for the funeral. My dad was totally distraught. He was really in love with her, and he'd been by her bedside weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, just watching her struggle to stay alive. And I wasn't informed. They obviously didn't want me to go through the suffering. Same with my sister. My sister wasn't told until last minute. She knew more about it than I did, because she lived a lot closer to home, or where my father and mother lived. So, but yes, it's it's part of life. You have to deal with those things. My father struggled on, but he was never the same person. He remarried, but that was exploitation by another woman. So she got his house, his everything, basically, pension, you name it. She took it all, and her family came out of it quite nice, because she's died since, and they inherited everything. So despite it all being made by my mother and father, we got absolutely not a single penny. So that's the way the cookie crumbles when people are going to marriage for other things. I hope she gets better to enjoy the new year. I don't think they might let her out for New Year. That could be the end of things. If she hangs on just for the new year, it's something to think. To motivate people. Die for all sorts of reasons, don't they? Sometimes they just give up the fight. I remember my first wife, her father was ill. I said, we go now. We get in the car and we go. I said, you don't want to be thinking, oh, I never got to say goodbye. So we drove up almost the same sort of distance, and she said her last goodbyes, and she spoke to the nurse, and the nurse says, I can't see him getting through the night. He's been waiting to say goodbye to you. And literally minutes later, that was it. Once he'd said goodbye, he just faded out. That was it, gone. So, different people have different ways of meeting the end, as it is. My sister wants to pick her time, which is interesting, and she's already told her best friend, who I hope she doesn't die. I didn't realise her best friend was much older than her. So she's picked her spot where she wants to be, have her ashes scattered. And yeah, she wants to have an assisted death. She doesn't want to go through the pain and anguish of suffering like my mother did. She's got similar symptoms to what my mum had. She's already had one breast removed and lots of chemotherapy. My mother had both breasts removed, one about 6 years before this, then it reoccurred again, and took the second breast off. Then it got into her bones, and that was it. All the bones started sort of like crumbling, and obviously your muscles just crush the bones, you know, it's just like crushing shells. And so her spinal column was collapsing and pinching the nerves and putting her into intense pain. So, you know, not a nice way to die. Not a nice way to die. But, you know, we can't always pick the way to go, can we? I thought I was going to die today on the road. And people that pulled across in front of us, and we had to sort of brake quickly. But they're all shopping, you see. You got one thing on their mind. Oh, there's a bargain there. Zoom across the road, and oops, didn't see you there. No, you didn't, did you? But we saw you. So anyway, there we go. How are we doing? There's only you and me now, I think. We've had, where are you from? I'm from Vietnam, and I live in Vietnam now. So hello, mate. Yeah. Well, my wife, baby, coming back online. I'm not so sure. I thought she'd finished a couple of times. Let me just unplug and go for a wander with you. See if we can find out what she's up to, where she's up to, whether she's in the house or out of the house, whether she's visiting. She's got her uncles are over. Yeah, she's outside chatting, no doubt. Is she outside chatting? Oh, she's climbing up and down on ladders. Oh, you been up the ladder, dear?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, your fan club's down. Oh, it's just gone up to 3 now.
Ai à? Alo, Tăng Nguyễn. Rồi nói chuyện đi. Em mắc đó hả? Ấy không bà cô chú chơi nè. Em leo từ độ cao đó. Đó, em leo từ trên đó, em leo trên này nè, cái ghế này nè. Nãy giờ em làm nè, nó muốn chết, muốn xỉu em luôn. Rồi nguyên em trải chiến trường của em luôn.
Is this going outside or is it staying inside?
Dạ, ông nội vô, mày đi vô đi.
Is this going out?
No.
It stays in?
Yeah.
Good. I don't have to lift it then.
Bà nội.
Right, so I'm holding the fort. Wow, sparkly lights. We got no sparkly lights.
No.
We've not got blinky lights.
No money there.
No money. Oh, really? Yeah, no money. Yeah, I've got no money. That's a certainty. Oh, that's my phone there, is it?
Yeah.
It's just enjoying itself, is it?
Just.
You're not talking. It says call back. Yeah, she's a little liar, isn't she? What's this here? Is this for blowing up balloons or something? Right, okay, well, it's just me and you, by the looks of things. I'm not allowed to do and say anything. Well, there we go. She's busy. I thought she was on the phone. Well, I knew she wouldn't be, but you know, I pretend I'm innocent. I hope she gets better. Anyway, well, I hope you have a nice Tet. I hope you, with family and friends, loved ones or whatever, pets, animals. Oh, I had to put it with 2 dogs today. They haven't seen us for 3-4 days. The little one, the tiny one called Baby Lucky, just drives me mad. It's not grown up yet. It's just yap all the time, pulling at the lead that he's on because he can't stay in the one place. He keeps roaming off and getting stuck in things and falling in the water and things. So, and the old dog, well, he's not old. He's only about 1 year old, I think, 1 and a bit. He was, I've never seen him run so fast in all my life. He came careering on. I'm there carrying all the bits of melon and things for offerings for the land and that. And I had to fight him off, but he's always pleased to see me. He goes berserk. I used to chase him around the pond. He used to love that. Or he used to chase me around the pond. He used to love that. But he's getting a bit older now, so. But he still runs pretty fast, and he's a good guard dog now. So you know, when anybody's coming, he does his little bark, woof woof, and we have to say, we're okay, don't panic. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you have a nice Tet celebration, and you get to see and do the things you want to do with the people you want to be with, which is always a nice thing when you can do what you want to do, not what everybody wants you to do, and see the people that you want to see, and they want to see you as well. That's always an ideal situation. It often never happens. Okay, well, KKK to you, and don't drink too much wine. Wine in a small amount is good. Wine in too much excess is not very good. It's called being an alcoholic. One of my friends was an alcoholic. I had to tell her, I said, look, I said, Barbara, in my book, drinking 1 bottle a day in the time when you come home from work to when you go to sleep, sometimes 2 bottles, I said, I think you got a problem. That she luckily quit, and unfortunately she did die of liver cancer, but she did quit. Did she smoke? I don't think she smoked. No, my sister smoked. She's given up smoking. So you know how women is. I know how women is. Yes, I do know how women is. Yes. Women are an interesting beast, aren't they? But yeah. So yeah, I'm very conversant with the women. I've always got on well with women. So on badly as well. You know, you never get the good only. You always get good with bad. But most of my friends have been women, I think. Yeah, I think it's about 2 to 1, maybe 3 to 1. But you know, I don't make friends very easily. So I'm very choosy about who I spend my time with. I find that one of the best people to spend my time with is myself. I am a bit mad as well, so that doesn't help. My wife constantly reminds me of that. She says, you're mad, you're mad. Like my dance at the petrol station today, when he'd got some music on, I had a good dance. He found it amusing, and my wife found it embarrassing. I think I was thinking about getting a dog. Dogs are very, very loyal, but they need their exercise, which might be good for you if you like exercise, but bad for you if you don't like exercise, because they do need their exercise. You don't want a dog that gets fat because they get ill and all sorts of things. I've had 2 dogs in my life, excluding the ones here, but they're not really my dogs. They're dogs with the land and the people that work with the land as well. They look after the dogs. I had a golden retriever who was pedigree, very expensive. His father was the one on the dog food, major dog food, called pedigree, chum. But it was hard work keeping him working, because they're working dogs really, Labradors. Well, he was a Labrador retriever, as I say, and so I had a tennis racket and a tennis ball, a dog tennis ball, much harder than a normal tennis ball. I used to whack it across the backfield and on the beach, and he used to run and fetch it, but he wouldn't bring it back. He'd just collapse down and that'd be it. So I'd have to coax him to come back. So it was a fetcher, a goer, but not a retriever. But I trained him to walk on the lead and, you know, do all the various things. And then I split from my wife and she got the dog. And then I got a German Shepherd. Even more work, but having had a dog before, it was easier to think. But he was mixed up because that's when I had my 2 children as well. So you know, and the breakup of the marriage, and he was totally confused, and he didn't know how to please. You know, he just, you know, he wanted to be loved a bit too much, and and you know, financially I couldn't afford to keep feeding him. He eats, you know, so much food, a German Shepherd. He was eating twice what I was eating, and you know, I just said I just can't afford to keep looking after him. It's just too expensive. I've got 2 boys to bring up and myself, and the dog has to take last place. So, you know, I didn't really want to keep the dog. When my wife informed me that she was having a baby, I said, well, that's good, we can take the dog back, because we've only had him 3 weeks, and I've spent nearly every night looking after him as he's been crying all the time. But no, he didn't go back, and as a result, his life wasn't very nice. I mean, I used to take him out 3 or 4 times a day and exercise him, but trying to go on holiday with a big dog like that is not easy, especially when you've got no transport, because as I say, the marriage had split up by that time. So I was bringing up 2 boys and the German Shepherd, which wasn't good. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, think about the dog you get. If you don't want the exercise and so on with the dog, get yourself a cat. Make sure you feed him a lot, or her a lot. And cats are quite cuddly. I've had a cat as well. Actually, we had the dog and the cat at one stage. So, you know, that was the Labrador with the cat. The Labrador came second, so the cat was top dog, if that makes sense. But we had to have him put down. He got some sort of intestinal problem. We neutered him, and then from then on, I think it must not have gone right, because over the years he started getting heavier and heavier, despite, you know, me running with him and exercising him as much as you can exercise a cat. But yeah, so yeah, have a think about it, because, you know, you've got a dog will live for maybe 10, 11 years, depends on the breed and things, the size of the dog. And cats, I'm not so sure about cats. Obviously, you know, both our animals have been put down, so through illness, so I'm not sure how long cats live, whether they live longer than dogs or shorter than dogs. I think cats live shorter lives than dogs. Cats are more fun to play with when they're kittens. Dogs are a bit yappy and scratchy and bitey, but dogs are more fun when they're older, because they're very social animals, much more sociable than a cat is. Certain breeds of cat are sociable, but that's it. So yeah, have a good think about it before you fly into the thing. You know, pick the breed. Don't get yourself a red setter. They are mental. One of my friends at university had 2 red setters, and my first wife had a red setter, and mental, absolutely mental dogs. They just run. They get it in their mind and they go. And not good. What's another breed of dog? Spaniels are very demanding. They're flushers, you know, they flush out things. So you want a calm dog, not a yappy dog. One that likes a little bit of thing. Anyway, Hangoi Goi Hoi in 2010. Hello to you. Good evening. My wife is busy climbing up and down ladders, putting up decorations. but I'll let her know that you're online. That's just to check what she's up to because she's having a good time. Where are we? Oh, she's having a good chat. We got Miss 2010 on now. Sawa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello to 2010.
Dạ. Nói dạ, cảm ơn nha các. Dạ Hoàng chàng ơi, nếu chàng có hờm anh thế nào thì em sẽ quyên xin.
Oh, she's singing something. Oh, look, we've got a nice tree here.
Theo chàng cho tròn.
With flowers on. The flowers are coming out. Is this a new one? What happened to the other one? It's flowering now. It's just going to be perfect. It'll be a flower tomorrow. You got to breathe on it. Give it lots of carbon dioxide. It'll flower a bit quicker then. Or not, one or the other. I can't remember which one it is. What's Chung Mung Thing Dong? Is that Happy Tet, is it? So you're going to have a shower now, are you? And when do I get to do my... I was going to have a shave this morning before we went at 11 o'clock, but we went at 10, so didn't quite get the shave done, did I? Right, I'm back in the bedroom because it's a lot cooler. Oh, she's jibber-jabbering now. Don't know what she's jibber-jabbering at. Right, I'll plug you back in because no doubt she won't plug you in. So, so it's just gone 9 o'clock here. And I hope you're having a good day and being with the people you want to be with and tolerating the people you have to tolerate. And you're having a good time. What else is there to say than that, really? You know, always try and be with the people you want to be with and avoid the people you don't want to be with. Tolerate them as best you can. And that's a nice way to get yourself through life. That was taught to me when I was in my mid-20s and I was absolutely fed up of being in the same job and being passed over. And she said, if you don't like where you are, get out. And I did. Several times at different places. Ended up in London and where else did I end up? Oh, one of the top schools in the UK. I was there for a bit. Didn't get on for 10 years. And then again, 10 years of running the best department in the school and no credit for it, not at all. Trips out, you know, trips abroad, you name it. But, so I thought, right, okay, I'll go somewhere else. So I went to Qatar a long time ago, before Qatar became Qatar as it is now. They were on the up at the time. There were lots of Americans there. Americans have pulled out and left them to it, I think, really. And they've treaded their own path since and come on to become one of the biggest influencers in the Middle East now. I worked at the top school there in Qatar for 2 years. 2 years, that's when I had my first child. So, but there you go. And what else? Not much else. Worked in various places in the Middle East, Kuwait. Where else? Oh, Oman. Oman's a nice place. Oman is the original empire. And with the Persians to the north, which is Iran now, and Jordan borders, Iran, Syria. So, but there's no oil in, well, there is a little bit of oil in Oman, but when the families divided it up, the people that got Abu Dhabi and Dubai got all the oil fields, and the original forefathers stayed in Oman and just got a small amount of oil, and then they got their banking system. Somebody broke into the banking system and literally cleaned them out, the country bank out, you know, the bank of the country. So Abu Dhabi bailed them out to 25 billion, I think, something like that, because obviously they're brothers, cousins, and so on. But you know, because they didn't used to live in main places. I mean, Abu Dhabi would have been a main place because it was a natural sea port. Same with I've forgotten the name of the capital of Oman. Anyway, that was a natural cove. So, but they used to wander up and down with camels, and you know, travel across the desert, moving spices between you know, parts of Africa and across Europe. You know, it's like a crossroads. Same with Istanbul. So the Arabian Empire was quite large. I was looking into that because the Ottoman Empire never actually fell properly. It was World War I or World War II that interrupted it, because of course the Russians were part of the Turkish dynasty. I mean, there's Erdogan, is it now, the new Turkish guy? He's after pushing Putin out of Ukraine, because Ukraine used to be part of the Turkish Empire before the Russians annexed it. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens with Ukraine. I had a feeling that the Ottoman Empire or the Turkish Empire was in that vicinity, because you know, they stopped Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan came all the way across from China, the northern China, straight across Russia, decimating Russia. So that's why they ended up in St. Petersburg, because they were pushed right up to the coast. Obviously, they got the territory back, but see, Turkish empires were, although they conquered you, they didn't destroy you, you know, your infrastructure and things like that. They worked alongside with you. You just became part of the empire. So it was sort of amicable. You know, you were conquered, but it was amicable. You know, life wasn't that much different. They didn't force religions on you like they do now. Yeah. Thường, hello, nice to meet you. So yeah, it's interesting looking at some of the history. I wonder what that is there. Is that? They're actual. No, they're not stickers. They're actual acorns, aren't they? That's what. It's the pattern's quite long between the repeating of the pattern. The next acorns are over there. So I was just thinking, what are these? Are these stickers? No, they're not. They're acorns. They're part of the pattern. There's the next one over there. Pattern there, and then pattern there. Yeah, hello. Hope you're having a good Tet, or lead up to Tet, or whatever Tet is. I'm not sure what day Tet kicks off. I mean, we're in the Tet holiday season now, aren't we? So every day is a holiday. A spending holiday, usually. And meeting people and hopefully having a good time. Holiday. So what's that one? Something's been withheld for some reason. I don't know what it was. So I'll just have a quick butchers at it. Oh dear, what's this? I wish I hadn't touched that. Right, I'll leave that. whatever it was, we'll leave it. So hello everybody. Looks like my wife's having a shower, so at some point in the next 15-20 minutes she may come back online and you won't have to listen to me dribbling on about whatever comes to mind, linking with what you're talking about, if anything. Sorry. I mean, I talk on most subjects, but it will obviously have to be in English because I wasn't prepared for this. Not that I'm normally prepared, but I do get a bit more warning than, can I have your phone, and that's it, here's the phone and carry on. Normally get at least 5 minutes to sort stuff out. As it is, all my stuff is not charged up, or it's not accessible at the minute. Oh, another message that's been not allowed for some reason. I'm not sure what it is, but there you go. Oh yeah, anyway, it's I'm sorry about I was up from 2 till 5 this morning listening to a football match, which was really depressing. I actually fell asleep, it was so bad, but we ended up winning, last minute goal nearly, so got the points. That's the main thing in football, scoring goals and getting points. That's the game of football, making sure that the round ball goes into the opponent's net. Simple game, really. I miss playing football. I used to love playing football. Always played it. Stopped playing it when I was, how many years ago? Actually not that long ago. Just over a year ago. I used to go and play in the playground. Cross the balls for the children because they can't cross the ball. And if they did, it was just blasting it, trying to make it look like a cross, although they wanted to score. So, yeah. I did play a lot of football in Cambodia, which was about 4 years ago. I used to take some of the PE lessons, show them how to score, get them to score rather than me scoring, and tackle the good players, show them how to tackle. So that was fun. Enjoyed that. And basketball. Basketball? No, not basketball. What's it called? Volleyball. Oh, I played touch rugby as well. Nearly got my finger broken. Well, I probably did get it broken because it's like wangly. So I gave that one up. That was a bit too much, that. I thought, oh, not when you start breaking bones. I've already had broken bones in the leg playing football when I was at university, so I didn't want to go down that route again. Off for a year. So I thought, right, call it a day. So I said, sorry, I'm going to have to stop playing. I like playing, but I'm going to have to stop. I've played, I'll tell you a good game to play. Hockey. On a hard pitch. Not like we played at school, on a soft, sodden English rugby pitch where you lost the white ball in the mud. Couldn't find where it was. But yeah, on a hard court. I played that when I was at in Qatar, Doha in Qatar. I got into that. I would have gone to the what were the games? Asian Games. They were wanting a team to get a team up to go, but I missed out on that because I left later on that year. So, but yeah, I quite liked hockey. Once I got used to the rules, it's quite, you can turn one way, but you can't turn the other. But using the stick and hitting it, no problem at all. It was just getting used to the rules and the nitty gritty bits. But because I'm fast at running, you see, I'm a fast runner. Zip. So that's good for football because I was a winger, left wing striker. never used to miss like these modern footballers. Goodness me. Can't believe how many times they miss the net from a few yards out. Goodness me. So bad. So bad. The amount of money they get paid as well. Gee, willikers. Turning my grave watching the matches, some of them, I think, the amount of money you've got paid and you've just missed that. What are you thinking of? It's just not very intelligent, see. Your average footballer is not very intelligent. By a long way. Not many footballers are intelligent. They may become more intelligent as they get older, but normally they decide at a very young age these days, like 5 and 6, that they are going to be a footballer, which means they stop attending any rigorous lessons. Because I've worked in a school where we taught tennis players, gymnasts. They were, you know, always late, arriving back from their coaching lessons. I mean, there was a Russian girl, and she was in my class. She was, how old was she? 15, and she used to arrive with her arm in sort of like ice packs and stuff. And I said, "You're just killing yourself, girl. Killing yourself. You're letting them kill you and ruin your bones and stuff." It's so intense, the practicing. And I don't know how good she was. I never played. Never saw her play. Never played with her either. So I couldn't say how good she was. But your average person, they're not as good as they think they are. Same with singing. Number of singers. Oh, I sing. Just can I listen? Good, very nice, good voice, but you're not going to be making any records. I mean, the top school I worked at in London, I mean, there were some beautiful musicians there, but, you know, there was only one that I would think would have possibly got somewhere. I did meet a guy in a pub who was, he ended up, I went to him at the end of his slot. He had a little MP3 player, little MP3 cartridges that he was playing. And I said, "You are an excellent singer. I think you should stick at it." And next minute, there he was on primetime TV in a pop group singing. And I thought, wow, he's done it. And then they disbanded literally after bringing out 2 hit records. That was it. Finished. They got rid of him, basically, because he was an African, of African origin. Obviously, he was born in London, but so that didn't go down too well because the rest of the band, I mean, one of them was from Israeli origin, but white, that makes sense. And the girls were British girls, you know, just one was a blonde, one was a dark-haired girl. There was another member of the band, but I can't remember who it was. It's really frustrating because there were 3 boys and 2 girls, and called Hearsay, Hersay, but they only made 2 hits, and then one of the girls broke away and brought out some records of her own, and the other was a good singer, and the lad, I think they did a duet sort of thing that finished, you know. But as I say, the singer that I said was good was better than a lot of them, really, but wrong colour skin. He went back to singing in pubs again, I think, so I was told, but overnight fame and then overnight plummet. Tuyen is okay. She's just having a shower, which was like 15 minutes ago, so she could be coming back online. Hong Van, how are you? Hello, Brian. Okay, Texas. I'm not from Texas. I'm from England. Yeehaw, yeah, Texas. Washington. I think you're there. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to remember now because the conversation was a bit convoluted at the time. I think you're in Texas. No, you weren't in Washington though. You were in that place south of Dallas. Not Dallas. Detroit. South of Detroit. Anyway, okay. Yeah. 2 Yen is supposed to be coming on, but she's been off now for getting on for an hour, I think. She's pottering around, sorting out plants and trees and food and this and that. Because we got all the family coming tomorrow, I think, sometime. Hopefully it's later on tomorrow. Otherwise, I shall be getting up in the middle of the night to get to Ho Chi Minh City to meet them and bring them back. Anyway, let's see what she's up to. See if she's out of the shower and going to say anything to anybody, or just leave me to carry the can, as they say. Hello! How are you? Sounds like she's in the shower. Let's go. Hello, where are you? Oh, you're eating. I can hear you rustling and pushing the food away quickly. That means you're eating. Where are you? I thought you were having a shower. She's just telling me how she doesn't eat much, but she's always eating when I see her. She's a lovely baby. Look at her little baby face. She's so happy when she's eating her food.
Em đói bụng muốn chết ông bà con chú anh chị em.
Well, so you're not going to be around, are you, by the looks of it? Yeah, you need sleep as well. So that's me on here for another half hour, is it? Whoa, oh, my foot. So what I'll do then is I'll set up my iPad so I can try and communicate with people, since though I'm not communicating with anybody at the minute. Oh dear. So looks like you're stuck with me if you're on here, because Madame is now decided that she's tired because she hasn't had a sleep today. Oh yeah, she's on that yeehaw now. I think she must be from Texas. Yeehaw. Oh well, so much for me trying to finish my card game, which was becoming a bit troublesome because I wasn't achieving the ends I was hoping to. So, well, what would you like to talk about in English? Because that's about the sum total of my thing. If I'd have known I was going to be doing this, I could have had my stuff charging up, but because she's got my phone, last seen on the chair out there, switched on, doing nothing, just running the battery down so that when we do head off to Ho Chi Minh City, I'll be the one with the phone that doesn't work, and then it'll be my fault, no doubt. So, anybody got any exciting plans for Tet? We are going to see the giant Buddha on the mountainside. I can't remember the name of the place, but I have been there before, twice before now. Once when I was trapped in Vietnam because my flight was totally messed up and I was leaving from Cambodia, and I thought I'd leave via Ho Chi Minh City. That was a bad mistake. I used to go out normally through Bangkok, but back to Spain. But I decided I'd like to see more of Ho Chi Minh City and Vietnam. So I was debating where to settle in life, and so I decided to fly out from SÄNG to Ho Chi Minh, and then Ho Chi Minh to, I think it was Emirates, so it would have been. I flew into London as well. I think I flew into London rather than flying to Spain, Madrid, or Alicante. Yeah, but they'd put, instead of an I, they'd put an L, which looks like an I, in the font that they'd used, and it didn't match my passport, did it? So he weren't going anywhere. Unfortunately, the company that booked it said that they couldn't do anything. It had to be done by the airline. And of course, you know what the next bit is. The airline said they couldn't do it because they had sold the ticket to the company. So it was the company's responsibility. And that went on for, I think you're allowed to spend 15 days, is it, in Vietnam? It was then. And I was somewhat worried because it took me 3 days to find out that there wasn't actually a British Airways office who were actually the people that were providing the plane. It was a was it Dubai or Emirates or Qatar Airways that were supposedly the operators of the plane. It was a British Airways plane, but it was an operator from the thing. And there was apparently no British Airways office in Ho Chi Minh City. But I found one. There is one. They just don't want it to be publicised. So I found it, tracked it down, and they got there and spoke to the person on the desk, which is, you know, didn't look like it was British Airways, but it was British Airways. And they said, we still can't do it though. She had me that close, she says, we're that close, but I just can't get past this little flag on the system because it was flagged to be with the other airline, so they couldn't do it. So eventually the company that I booked with charged me a lot of money for their mistake, and eventually I got the nod. But meantime, I just had to sit and wait for it to unravel, and I went to Can Tho and saw this Buddha thing, and went to Mekong River and did a bit of fishing and stuff like that for about 2 or 3 days, I think it was. It seemed like an eternity, but I got to see a lot more of Vietnam than I would have normally. So rather than doing what I used to do, then I used to go, as I say, up to Bangkok, or fly straight from SÄNG to Istanbul. That was one of the flights. That's one of the other routes, but that changed when there's a trouble over the Turkey and that, Iraq and Iran and that sort of stuff, Syria, and then it was Ukraine. So less flights fly that way now because it's, you know, you're flying very close to Russian airspace and not many pilots want to do that. But you just get shot down accidentally, as it happens, you know. It's a big plane. It's not a fighter jet, but we'll shoot it down anyway, just in case. It might be a spy plane. Oh dear, it wasn't a spy plane. It just had lots of passengers on board, all dead. So yes, 38 Ngoy Tan Than, good. 10A2 for some reason. He is my Ngoy Tan Than. Oh, really? So yeah, so that was my introduction to Ho Chi Minh City, and I went around the war place, museum thing, where they did the operation from, when they were fighting against the Americans. Were they fighting against the Americans or with the Americans? It's very hard to work out from the museum, but nice museum. Lots of tanks and jets and vehicles, and the helicopter up on the roof, and all the stuff downstairs in the war office, where all the strategies went, and the telephones, and where freedom fighters fought. But, yeah. So there you go. So I ended up plumping for, well, I mean, I'd already got a house in Spain, but I ended up plumping for retiring to Vietnam. Took some doing though. Took a good 4 years for things to fall into place, and even then they didn't fall into place properly. So, you know, but it's a nice country. It's going places. I was watching the Davos feedback on what the financiers of the world think about Vietnam and Vietnam going forward, and they were concerned about the change in government recently, whether it would remain as it is, or whether it would sort of become more economic orientated rather than militaristic. What else? Apparently the spokesman for, I think it was the Chancellor, sure, Chancellor General or something, an economist anyway, speaking on behalf of Vietnam, was saying that he'd already made contact with Donald Trump, and he wouldn't mind playing golf if it helped the wheels, the cogs, and oiled them. So yeah, but it didn't really give any precise, what I would call precise answers. It was all a bit vague and a bit happy-go-lucky, and we're all in this together. Because the woman that was asking the questions was asking where would the Vietnamese people, government, etc., align themselves, and he said, we align ourselves with the whole world, which I thought was a nice way of saying we're not necessarily aligning with China or aligning with America. We align with everyone. And apparently, I'm not sure, it was a bit garbled whether it'd been over to Japan or whether it was just what the Japanese were saying about relations with the USA. Because they were saying that they wish they'd taken up golf rather than concentrated on...
Ui, cold. It's out.
Well, you have to switch it off. I haven't got the switcher. Come in, switch it off, and it'll be cool. It's only just been on a bit. I mean, I've had it off most of the day. I've had the fan on. My darling wife is here now, so all is recuperable. I've got 38 Ngai Tan Than 10A2 on here. saying something about he is my Ngoi Tan Than, whatever that means. And the numbers have decreased somewhat. Oh, that's my charges have gone down, is it? Oh, and that's my whatever that was. Just gone down. That's good. Can't hear me at all now, can you? I'm speaking now. It's a hard life being a woman, isn't it? Us men have it so easy. Oh, there you go. I hope you can hear me over the noise. Oh yeah, you're here again, sorry. I'm very tired, very tired. Oh, here we go. It's gone quiet now. Now I've raised my voice. What are you looking at? Is my phone turned off? Did you turn my phone off? Yeah. The one that's in there, you switched it off? That's a no. We're now just gone up again. Well, that's the story. What other things do you want me to talk about? Driving. Apparently, I have to get my driving license. Should be interesting. I'm reluctant to give up my British driving license. I didn't give it to the Spanish. I was about to, but luckily I didn't because I've ended up here, which would have been a bit more difficult getting a Vietnamese, I keep wanting to say passport, Vietnamese driving license with a Spanish driving license. It would have probably had to be retranslated back to English, so I'd get a new English driving license and then bring that over to Vietnam. But because of my passport has got a sort of one of these special visas in it, that means I've got to get a driving license, which meant that when I went back to Spain, I could actually hire a vehicle and drive it, as opposed to not hire a vehicle, because I've got a scooter in my house in Spain, but I'm not allowed to drive it because I was a resident and you're only allowed to drive for 1 month and then take a Spanish test. But then they finally brought in, you could just exchange it just after I'd run out my insurance policy. So that's just typical. I always end up with a bad thing. I've got a beautiful big people transporter parked on my driveway in Spain. Can't use it because when I was overseas, I came back and something told me to just look at the latest regulations. It turns out that my vehicle should have been re-registered the year prior, and so then I thought, oh well, what I'll do is I'll have it sort of like shipped over, although it was already over, and have it as an import, which I did. And then they changed the law and said, oh, you could retrospectively have it converted and so on and so on. So I've now got a vehicle that I can't use at all. Other than put it on a transporter, ship it back to England, have all the rigmarole of trying to convince the Spanish that it's my vehicle and it was never imported properly and therefore it's never come under any regulations, and so on and so on and so on, and it's just a shitstorm basically, because the Spanish are so bureaucratic, it's unbelievable. You might think you need one piece of paper for something in Spain, but oh no, you've got to have this and that and another piece of paper to say that this piece of paper is that piece of paper, and so on and so on, and it's just a big paper chase exercise, which certain people understand or bribe their way to getting the paperwork pushed through. It's a bit like it used to be in Italy. It probably still is the same in Italy. You know, a little bit of money helps it float away. The problem just disappears. Well, shall I just swap the camera around? Oh, shall I swap the camera around? Just let them see your cheeky bit. Mad. Oh, I nearly pressed the button. Oh my God, I did press the button. Oh, what is that? It looks like a giant jelly mold, but it's not a giant jelly mold. It's my darling wife. Ooh.
Okay, aula.
Okay, aula. What's that mean? Oops.
Dạ bà có chú chim ơi.
She's speaking now. The lady
Xuống lại được, em
speaks.
buồn ngủ quá rồi.
I don't know if they can hear you. I think the person maybe can't hear you.
Okay, ao đi mà.
Whatever that means. What a sight. Are you sure I can't video this?
Để tập mình còn nằm hơi đau đập kem chị ạ.
It reminds me of dumplings. Oh, you can't see what I can see, you see. It's very amusing what I can see. Oh my God, you just bent over. It's like watching some horror movie. Oh, that's looking a lot better now. Oops. Here she is, my darling wife. Thank God for that.
Dạ ông bà cô chú anh chị em ơi, thông cảm nha, em xuống like nha. Ok Tiền. Dạ chào ông bà cô chú anh chị em. Dạ em chào anh Tất Thành nha. Chúc anh ấy nhiên á hả. Buổi tối vui vẻ nhiều sức khỏe. Em mệt quá. Em đuối quá, giờ dò cẳng em đi không lên, em buồn ngủ quá. Sáng ngày mai còn 8 giờ phải ngồi trên xe đi nguyên một ngày. Dạ xin lỗi ông bà cô chú anh chị em thông cảm với em nha. Dạ cái like em ở đây xin tạm dừng, hẹn gặp lại ông bà cô chú anh chị em ngày mai em lên like trên đường xe luôn.
Where's your glasses?
Bye, xin chào tạm biệt. Chúc ông bà cô chú anh chị em có một giấc ngủ ngon. Dạ.
Where's your glasses? I will get your glasses for you.
Ông bà cô chú anh chị em một cái năm mới được nhiều sức khỏe. Bye bye. Chào tất cả chào.
Have you got